I stand before the doors of High Hrothgar. The memory of my dragon blood surging with my first shout still burns in my mind and in my blood. I came to this land searching for immortality, but I seem to have found something else. A great power, but the more legends that I study, the more Nord that I talk to, I see no way that this power can defeat death. Inflict it, yes, but circumvent it, no. Yet, I cannot deny the power I feel as my dragon blood surges in my veins. Perhaps this will at least give me the power that I need to live long enough to find a means of gaining immortality. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we are diving into another episode of my Necromancer playthrough. We're using the Ordinator perk tree, specifically the perk that allows you to have many skeletons that last a long time. It's going to be fun. It's been a month or two, a couple of months actually, since I've added to this playthrough because I rebuilt my load order a couple of times. I'll show you real quick some of the progress that I've made. As you can see, this is a bit bigger than what I had a few months ago. There's a lot going on, and I don't plan on showing all of it off in this current playthrough, but you will see some new features, such as I need a couple of NPC overhauls and some wrist enchantments. I've got immersive armors, immersive weapons. We'll just kind of discover as we go, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Plot-wise, we are going in to figure out how to use our dragon shouts. If you have seen this tutorial session at High Hrothgar 10,000 times because you've played the game as much as I have, and you want to skip it, I will put a timestamp in the description below so that you can just click the button and hop ahead into the next dungeon. If not, let's dive on in. Alright, we're definitely going to want to arm our shout, and since we've got skellies in the way, there is one other little perk that we have here that we did not have before. Ha! Oh, that little twist. It's a recent upgrade to the Ordinator spell tree, but oh, that makes things so much easier. It used to be you had the option of shoving your skeleton and pushing them, literally pushing them out of your way. It was awkward. Alright, here we go.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
You asked.
I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Let's see, what's the Necromancer? I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
Well, we are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
Somehow I think they're not thinking of animating the dead and conquering death when they talk about guiding the Dragonborn.
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortals.
Many? Now I don't feel so special.
Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Except for a little pissant named Miraak, but that's a conversation for another day. I am ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen.
Well, I can raise and maintain 3 skeletons at once. That's got to count for something.
First steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Growl, the second word in unrelenting force.
Bring it.
Growl means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus.
In my earliest playthroughs when I was not very good at Skyrim, this was my favorite way of dealing with bosses, was just shouting them off of cliffs or the tops of buildings and so on. One shout to rule them all. At least the second part of it. I know you have to wait until the end of the next quest to get full power. Yes.
But learning a
Fast
word
learner.
of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of rope.
Bring it, for my dragon soul is hungry.
Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new form. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Alright, Mr. Skeletons, you're gonna be getting in my way, I can tell already. There we go, one down. They're like little kids, like, oh, something moved! Get to it! That's our job, we're bodyguards, right? If it moves, kill it!
Well done. Again.
Testing my accuracy to see if I can avoid hitting my buddies here.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Let's do it. There we go.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can just jump ahead, and then they'll meet me in the courtyard rather than following Mr. Bori all the way. So we can have a little chat while they're moving into position. And hopefully they're coming. Give me a second. Alright, so I am running Thunderchild on this playthrough, which means I'll have a few extra shouts to play with, but I don't think this playthrough I'm going to try and unlock all the Thunderchild shouts. I've been trying to do that on my main, and I got through about 3/4 of them, and then Arngeir stopped telling me where the next words of power were, and it got a lot harder to find them all. So rather than, I haven't gotten quite as desperate as to literally look up every word of power, but I might, oh, I never knew they did that. That's a nice touch. He literally shouted away the rain. He's showing off. I never noticed that before. Alright, time for our Whirlwind shout.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb.
I was confused the first time I heard this. Sprinting was not my first thought when I saw the word Whirlwind. I thought it was like crowd control spell of some kind or a tornado. Alright, let's switch it up. Where's my shouts? There we go.
We'll see how quickly you can master a new shout.
At least my skeletons don't have to keep up with me on this one.
Hrothgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
Three, two, woo! There we go. Alright. We got through that little bit of redundancy.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I thought it was this easy for everyone. Or thank you, what's next? Yeah, the Necromancer's ready to go. He's got his new powers.
You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay, alright, now we can get to it. I used a different start to catch up this character to where I was. I had to start over when I switched to a different load order. So this is a different start, but it does happen to give me a home right next to Ustengrav, so that works out well. And I am running I need, so this poor Necromancer is going to have to eat food and get some hydration, lest bad things happen. Alright, let's see. So we've still got our skeletons. Bandits be this way. Actually, it might be a good idea. Yeah, we're going to have to rest beforehand. Because this guy does still need to sleep. Once we get him... Once he's level 30, we'll be able to unpack the Undeath mod. I already ran through it on my main, so I was able to get through it without getting stuck, without any crash to desktops or anything like that. So we should be good there. It's just going to be a while. I think once you get to Lich, then you don't have to worry about food and water as much. Let's give us another hour. I prefer some daylight. It's a little more water. And some food. Alright, I wonder if Lydia actually can restock our water supply. Where's my Lydia? Lydia! Oh, there you are.
What do you need, my thing?
Give me water, give me water, give me water. You do not have water? Dang it. This is actually from the Bijan collection, NPC redos. Makes her much prettier than what she was before. You'll notice a couple NPCs as we go through that have been adjusted. Alright, I forget what spells I even have. Shimmergeist, Putrefy. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm good. Let's take this to the next level. Yeah, if you ever want a start that gives you a lot of resources and puts you close, there's a carriage actually that starts with that manor. Oh, hi. Okay, yes, extra perk. I will take that. Who's coming to try to kill me? Oh, wow, I got there faster than I thought. Let's just give them a little shout. There we go. Yeah, smile for the camera. There we go. Alright, so we're using the Putrefy spell, which is one of the... It's from the Ordinator's Restoration perk tree. Grab some, whatever is light and expensive, right? Okay, we've got our... Okay, let's see. So we're going to... Yeah, I dismissed my follower because I wanted to make sure that I was getting into the Necromancer way of doing things. So we're going to preserve that corpse. And then now when I get overstocked with bones, we can just stack them on our little Deadeye Captain. That should help. And then we got our Putrefy. Alright, so the trick with Putrefy is it does disease damage, not poison. So unfortunately that means if you're fighting vampires, it will be of no use. So when we get to be a little higher level and we have to deal with vampires, we're going to have to find some other way to fight them because they are nasty, especially with the mods I'm running. I'm running, what is it, improved vampires? Improved vampire NPCs? Anyway, it makes them a lot worse. But the nice part about the disease damage is that these guys are immune to it. So that means I don't have to worry about friendly fire. That's the other reason why I dismissed Lydia close to the start of this playthrough. I tend to kill my followers, and I also get emotionally attached to them. I just, when I'm throwing around stuff that explodes, they tend to get caught in it. So, unfortunately, well, it kind of works for Necro, because at least it gives me a way to do damage that doesn't hurt my friends. Alright, let's see. Let's rack on a little bit of disease for you. Did you just shoot me in the back? My mage just shot me in the back. It's like he heard me saying, sometimes I shoot my allies in the back. And the skeleton mage is like, oh, well, I wonder if you'd like to know how that feels. Because it feels like this. Alright, let's see if we can just peg that guy. Oh, no, he's down. Alright, well, that went well. Alright, having a small army of skeletons seems to have worked out. And we've got our Shimmergeist. This guy's fun. So you can see he's got one-handed and a shield. That one-handed weapon gets the elemental damage that's in your off-handed spell. So in my case, he also inflicts disease damage because of my Putrefy spell from the Restoration perk tree. I'm going to grab a little bit of potions, do a little bit of light loot. I don't think I saw anything particularly shaking, although body parts are always appreciated. Alright, so I'm figuring if I always put Shimmergeist at the front of the fight, he'll take most of the damage. The skeletons are still fairly low. I don't know if level is the right word. I don't have all the perks to make them fully powered yet. So if I can put this guy in the primary way of harm, then they can do their thing without too much trouble. I just need a clear line of sight on the Draugr, which is tricky because I'm still trying to hit them and not my friends. There we go. Okay, well that should... There we are. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I need bones. Give me bones. I am a necromancer. Give me bones. I love that you have to build your own skellies, but it does take a while. I'm also running, let's see, what's another mod? I will post my full mod load order. I swear I can talk if I need to. I will put that in the description, but there is one for improving your Draugr. It gives them new abilities, and it doesn't necessarily make them crazy tougher. Like, they don't have an insane amount of health or an insane amount of damage, but the weapons that they use are a little different. My favorite, for example, is a Draugr that'll literally poison you. It has poison arrows that inflict blind. It freaked me out the first time I got hit with them, because my character just went blind, and I didn't realize at the time that the Draugr was the cause of it. And suddenly the screen goes black, and then everything's wailing on me, and I'm firing off spells into I can't see where I'm throwing them. I'm just throwing them like a madman. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It changes up the course of combat a little bit, which is what I was going for. I also have another one for improving dragon priests, but I haven't gotten far enough in most playthroughs to actually fight a lot of dragon priests. At least not with traditional methods. Usually by the time I get there, the last time I was trying them out was to try out my vampire and my werewolf mods, so I already had oodles and oodles amounts of firepower, which obviously made it not as much of a challenge. Let's grab all this gold. Necromancer, you know, bodies don't come cheap. I guess they kind of do in Skyrim, technically. But still, potions, enchanting. Don't know how much immortality is going to cost. Alright, I think this is just a treasure. 7 gold and an onyx. If I'd have known that was what was in there, I wouldn't have wasted the time to come all the way back this way. Let's see, what other... I'm trying to remember all the mods that are in this new load order. I know I've got some sound overhauls, so you'll notice a couple of soundtracks that are different. When you run a sound track... Oh, there's one of my new Draugr right there. Woo! Yeah, that one has a flame cloak spell, so you gotta keep your distance. Or use, you know, human shields. Semi-human shields? Monster shields. Some kind of shields. There we go. Shoot right through them, boys. Alright. Wow, that one did more damage than I thought. You notice his flame cloak went right through my skeevers, right through one of my skeletons and my Shimmergeist. That was impressive. And you loot fire salts from them, so it's like, I don't know. What is that, lore friendly? Lore friendly, that's the word I'm looking for. Alright, moving on. What do we got next? It has been a while since I've been in here. I don't have it necessarily memorized. We are going to grab lots of potions. I don't know why I grabbed the rune book. At this point, I'm just grabbing everything, I guess. Round 2. Alright, I think we should be okay with 3. I am a little worried further on. I have another mod. I went a little overboard in the less current mod order. It's the biggest one I've tried so far. I've also got one that makes traps crazy deadly. And at my level, that's crazy deadly with an exclamation mark. So I don't know how... I can dodge them, but my skeletons probably won't. So I'm really not sure how many of my skeletons are going to survive what's coming. Oh, well, at least Putrefy works fast. No bones, though. Okay, so we're going to save real quick, and I'm going to show you how bad these traps are. just like that. So you've got to be very careful with these traps because I am a glutton for punishment, and I don't know why I do this to myself. I guess to keep myself from getting bored. Alright, so the way to deal with that is going to have to be Whirlwind Sprint, because I have tried sprinting and jumping over this thing 5 times in different playthroughs, and it didn't work. Unfortunately, I fear for my undead now. I don't think they're gonna... Oh, I worry. Okay, we'll see if any of them get through without, you know, dying or just becoming too weak and fragile to be useful. We'll see. Hopefully I get enough bones here that I can just remake them, because that's the whole point of being a necromancer, right? If it falls apart, just make more of them. Alright, give me some bones. Nope, just Gravatar. Okay. At least I got... Oh, hello. Ah, not enough magic. Oh, there we go. Alright, there's my friend. Whew. Alright. Grabs get us some healing. Gonna have to upgrade to a different conjuration. Eventually I will be able to... Oh, did I miss the... There we go. Spell tome, healing. Yeah, the tome that you start with at the tip-top of your playthrough. That would be what I get as loot for almost dying. Alright. Let's see. So we also have the complete alchemy and... No, complete cooking and alchemy overhaul. I think that's what it's called. It gives you a whole crap ton of new ingredients. Both for cooking. It actually gives you a cooking skill that it tracks just in the mod. It doesn't have its own perk tree or anything. But it adds a lot more variety and recipes and stuff to the game, which is a lot of fun. I haven't been able to explore a lot of the cooking stuff yet. Come on. Oh, I am not on my putrefy spell. That could be a problem. There we go. Alright, who else we got here? Oh, see. Yeah, see? There we go. Accidentally hit my skelly and he didn't die. Kudos to them being immune to disease damage. That is very helpful, because friendly fire is not my friend. Alright, I think there is one bit of loot over here we'll want to check out. I don't think it's trapped, so we should be okay. No booby traps over here. Just skeletons that love me so much they want to get in my way. Or their bones remember the fact that I killed and gutted their friends, and they're trying to get in my way in some feeble attempt to block my progress. Whichever interpretation suits your fancy. Is there something up here? Anything useful? Not really. Potion. Okay. Moving on. Alright, this next section is mostly skeletons, so we should be able to... Oh, geez, I'm not even... Oh, okay. Skeletons are getting through without falling to their death, so that's helpful. Alright, there's my tank. Oh, one down. I think, if I'm not mistaken, skeletons drop bones. Oh, here we go. Alright. Now, at this point, we'll just track as many bones as we can. Oh, geez. Okay, this is going to be close. Cue that quick save. Hop over. Oh, I'm not dead. Woo! I did hit the wrong spell, though. Oh, alright then. Okay, so Shimmergeist can't take the higher level Draugr, but he can do just fine against skeletons, so that's helpful. Alright, and... Oh, missed. Sure. Okay, come on. You one-shotted the last skeleton. You want to show off? Go show off. Ow. You missed! The skeleton wasn't even moving. Well, I guess I missed too, technically. I was busy laughing. It threw off my accuracy. My minions don't have to be crazy good. If you've got like 20 of them, they'll just gang beat the next guy in the line, right? Oh no. One down. One skeleton down. I am one perk point away from being able to actually summon the altar that you need to use in order to create, well, in order to animate dead where you are. So hopefully by the end of this dungeon I will have leveled up enough to do that. And then this will get a lot easier. Right now when I stock up on bones I have to cart them halfway across Skyrim to the nearest bone altar. And while that is immersive, it is a little inconvenient. So soon I will be able to summon my own altar, and that will make reloading my ranks a lot easier. And then hopefully I won't have to start using, conjuring things on top of using my corpses. Although there are a lot of fun things you can conjure. Back when I first started this playthrough, I hadn't done that complete showcase of the apocalypse spells, which in retrospect was really nice because I started to figure out more of how the apocalypse spells are meant to interact with the ordinator spells because they're made from the same modder. Become ethereal, that's another fun one. That's my go-to for I can't possibly survive this fall. What the? That was weird. That was like my bolt went through him. I don't know. Weird. Oh, you are done, son. There we go. Alright. On to victim number... Oh, do I still have all three? Hey, my skellies survived the fire so far. That's good. That's good. Usually, I have tried the Necromancer build before with a Destruction Mage, and one of the interesting things that the modder added in to balance out those skellies, because you can make so many of them at a higher level, is that they are super vulnerable to your own destruction spells. So if you're using Firebolt, for example, and one of the skeletons steps into your line of fire and gets hit, he's more likely going to die. Even if you've enhanced him in a couple of different ways, he's probably not going to survive that Firebolt, because that's just how he put it in to keep things balanced, which I suppose I can't complain against. It does make the game more challenging, and all of my followers can attest to the fact I need to work on my friendly fire. The fact that I inflict it at random. Man, that spell is precise. You've got to be right on target. Rib cage, left leg. I think there is something shiny, something expensive this way comes. Silver ring, I'll take it. Alright, so the tricky part is there's a lot of traps beyond this point, and I know for a fact my skeletons are not going to be able to survive it. There we go. Okay, don't worry about the skeletons. Technically, they teleport to your location if they get stuck. Okay, now we are definitely saving for this, because, yeah, you saw how fast, like, 4 of these killed me? 12 of them. Ow! Okay. Whew. Alright, so far so good. Let's see if we can get across here. Alright, so I know we can hop across. I just don't know if I can take all those skeletons on my own. But I guess we got no choice. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, 2 more seconds till that... my poor skeletons. They're getting barbecued. Alright, you are done. And you are done. And I'm out of magicka, and you are hungry. That is not a healthy combination. Level up time. Give me what you got. I'm going to go with more health, because, you know, that's a big skeleton. Oh, jeez. I was hoping he'd stay away. He is not... Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, right. I'm running Wildcat, which makes melee damage a lot worse. Basically, that means if I am in the process of casting a spell, I take extra damage. So melee while spellcasting equals bad idea. Oh, geez. Whew. Oh, that... I have these rats that spawn in front of me when I get into a fight, which usually is helpful. It's more helpful than you'd think, actually, when they're... Even if it's a really high-level opponent, because at least they take the hits, right? But, okay, so let's see if we can pick these guys off from a distance. Ooh, well, there you go. Okay, 1 down. I have a feeling if I can put all of my magicka into taking out... one of... Yeah, if I can take out the 2 little ones, and then use all my magicka on the big one, maybe I would be okay. Oh, I wish I had a better plan than this. Alright. Come and play. Alright. We've done what we can. Now we've got to survive. Okay. Oh, no. Potion leveling up. Yes. Crap traps. Crap traps. Too many crap traps. Can I get up and over here? Okay. Whew. Alright, where are we at? Oh. Well. That worked out. Who are the red dots? I really hope those aren't my skeletons. They have no reason to come after me. I only lead them to perpetual death. Like, every time. And then rebuild them. But meanwhile, we're going to grab a little bit of spider silk there. And, okay, so I guess that's the easy way to deal with that guy. Lure him onto the big traps and call it good. Let's open the door here. Knock, knock. And moving on. Remember the first time I did this level, I was so disappointed because this was so epic, right? These cool things coming up on either side, and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be a boss fight. What's up? And then you get to the end here, and it's just, here's a note. I stole the horn. Come get me. Alrighty. Grab some gold. Necromancy doesn't come cheap. Particularly with some of the other mods that I'm running, but that is a conversation for another day. Alright, where else we got here? Oh, empty urn. I don't know why I keep opening those on instinct. What else we got here? I am totally a pack rat when it comes to loot. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I hate to make the suggestion, but someone should really consider gold that actually weighs something. I know it would be super frustrating to those of us that like to hoard gold, but it would also be super practical, because when you're carrying $250,000 in gold, it probably shouldn't weigh nothing. I just thought of that, but I don't have the guts to go do that to myself. You gotta draw a line somewhere on the immersion, right? Alright, make way for your lord. Ha! I like it. That is such a simple addition to that particular perk, but it's so necessary. Because once you have 7 or 8 skeletons that are all popping with you into a level, they will all be in front, and you will be stuck. So, that's, yeah, not fun. Anyway, let's speed on out of here. Do I have long stride? I do. All right. If you haven't seen my Apocalypse breakdown, well, here's a hint. You get to run really fast. And it looks like I already have some perks in Alteration, because this spell is lasting longer than it usually does. So that's comforting. Alright, I think we will head into Riverwood, and then call it good for tonight. I'm proud of my skellies. They survived! All 3 of them! Somehow they survived the fire traps. I'm so proud of you guys! If I had enough perks to actually like burn bones and make you stronger with that fire ritual, that's coming up. That fire ritual, I'll show you guys. I'm saving up for this puppy over here. There we go. You'll burn one set of bones. Instead of making a skeleton, you strengthen them all. The rest of them that you have. It raises their damage, their spell damage, and their health, and it stacks. And before you think that it is overpowered, I would point out that these guys are not permanent, right? I mean, they last a freaking long time, but they aren't permanent. So if I were to do that fire ritual like 10 times, I would only have a superpowered skeleton for the next like 10 hours. So there is some practicality involved. It's a constant battle when you're modding between making things, I don't know if easier is the right word, but more immersive, more lore-friendly, more epic, and then at the same time trying to still keep everything difficult. That's one of the reasons why I stayed in, oh yes, on cue. Stupid dreamer. Lord Miraak's gonna come and fight you. Okay. Let's just, we can cook through these guys before the end. I hate waiting for these guys, but I've had bad experiences fighting these guys in town. Lots of bad experiences fighting these guys in towns. Let me tell you, one chicken dies from a stray firebolt, and everyone suddenly wants you dead. Not fun. Alright, but we'll lure these guys out, and I think with my conjuration, my conjured friend... Oh, that is the wrong button. Okay. With my conjuration to back me up, am I not hitting the right button? Oh, Conjure Shimmers only works on the right hand. I keep forgetting. Alright, no, avoid that chat. Avoid the chat window until I have my friends. Okay, now we're good.
You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Apparently I'm that. I'd rather be raising corpses from the dead, but yes, I am the Dragonborn.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Miraak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
I don't know why these guys pop when you're like level 10. I know you're, chronologically speaking, I usually do Dragonborn after Dawnguard. So I would have no problem with these guys showing up You know, when you're level 24. Whoa, where did my health go? Okay, healing now. Jeez, come on, I've got like 4 allies. Can't you guys keep 2 of these guys busy? Woo, that was closer than I expected. See, this is why I didn't go for light or heavy armor. I still need to be squishy in order to keep things interesting. If I was in heavy armor on top of having this many undead bad guys following me up, yeah, it wouldn't be much of a challenge. Okay, let's see. So, alright, we have some robes. It's worth something. 1 to 25, that's not a bad profit ratio. Yes, I will happily use your bones for my experiments. And, wow, did we actually pull that off without killing 1 townsperson? I feel like that's a personal record just on my part. I don't know if that makes me really bad or really good. Okay, now I want to make sure I open up this quest, at least make it an option, you know. Where is that? Forgot what that note was called. It's not the bounty. Come on. Cultist orders. There we go. Alright. I'm not planning on going to Solstheim anytime soon, but I like having that quest unlocked just in case. Alright, let's see. Where should we go? I think we will finish up with a nice little foggy view of the Riverwood Tavern, and then, actually, you know what? I'm going to stock up on my water. Just get a drink real quick. The frustrating thing about I need if you're ever on the outskirts of Skyrim is a lot of times you'll go to the ocean water or a river that comes in from the ocean and just like, oh, I'll get my drink, and then it turns out to be seawater, and now you are screwed. Keep that in mind for future references. Okay, let's see here. I guess we will just end right about. I think this should give us a good shot. That'll work. All right, thank you everyone for joining me on the continuation of my Necromancer playthrough. I hope you enjoyed watching multiple skeletons stumble around awkwardly while I try not to hit them with friendly fire spells. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below what kind of Skyrim quests do you think a Necromancer would be most drawn to. If you have any recommendations, I will add those in to my plans for the playthrough. I've already modified the Civil War quest line. That's what we're going to do next once we're a high enough level. And then we're going to add in Undeath, but we can't do that until level 30. So that gives me about 10 levels worth to play in. So if there's another group of quests that you think would be fun to watch with a character that has a small army of skeletons, I'm open to suggestions. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Take care.